Hi there. In this video, we'll be covering, should I write a book about my life? Writing a book can help you take your career to new heights and help you achieve your dreams. By the end of this video, you will learn the awesome power of a book, the massive benefits it can bring you, and why working with a ghostwriter can help you write your best book while saving you lots of time. And stay tuned till the end of the video for a free opportunity. Let's dive in. If you're interested in growing your company, if you're interested in becoming a thought leader, establishing yourself in your space, you need a book. You really need a book. A book is such a great way to stand out. It's such a great way to establish your credibility. A book is the ultimate business card. It's going to open so many doors for you. It's the ultimate way to build credibility and to establish yourself and really just create this compounding effect of awesomeness that's going to keep happening. Being able to write a book just unlocks new levels to your progress, to your success. It will allow you to get better speaking engagements and make more money from speaking engagements, get better interviews. It leads to client growth, lead generation. It's a pride thing. It's a really powerful thing to be able to write a book and to hand it out and to sign it. When you hand out business cards, you don't typically sign them. When you hand out a book, you sign the front, you personalize it. I think it sends a message to people that you're somebody who follows through on something, that you're somebody who gets it done, who keeps going, who strives, who doesn't give up. It just sends a message that you're somebody who people want to know more about, connect with, do business with. It's just a great chance to put yourself out there and really establish your credentials. I work with a lot of thought leaders, and it's really interesting seeing the before and after, before they publish a book and after, and how things transform. When you give a speech, you know, there's something more to it. It's not just giving a speech and everybody says great job and they clap at the end and that's it. It's giving them something to leave with, something tangible to hold on to that you did. Here's your message in book form. And here's a chance to connect with you. Here's a chance to drive forward together. Here's a chance to look at sales opportunities. You know, looking at speeches specifically, you know, it can lead to bulk buy opportunities. When you give a speech and you can sell 50 or 100 copies of the book at one time, and you can keep stacking those on top of each other. Now you've sold 500 or 1,000 copies of the book just through speaking engagements. There's so many different things that can unlock that new level. You know, I think of it like Super Mario. You're playing Mario on Nintendo, and you can beat the game with small Mario, but it's really tough. You know, you really have to do everything exactly right. You can't make any mistakes. You have to start the level all over again. And when you get that power up, when you get that mushroom, it just makes it all easier. There's more things you can do. You can break blocks. You know, you can, you know, jump higher. If you run into a turtle or something else, you don't die right away. You don't have to restart the level. You can just keep going. I think of a book the same way. It really is that ability to get that power up. And some of the power ups are different. You know, it's great to be able to see that in real life form. You know, I know it's a video game that I'm talking about, but like to be able to see power ups in real life form, a book is such a great power up. It's awesome to be able to see the marketing side of the book as well. And you know, to do interviews and get your name out there more. You know, I know when I've published books in the past, I'm getting media requests and interview requests. Some of those interview requests come years after the book's written. People still want to talk about it. So you can actually find tangential ways into ongoing topics and current events based on the book you've written. That this book has a longer timeline and a life cycle than you think it does. It's not just the book comes out, you know, you might market it for a week or two and that's it. You know, a book has those long-term connections and long-term opportunities in a way that a blog post or a Substack doesn't necessarily have. It's difficult to build that air of authority when you're simply writing blog posts or, you know, posting on social media. It's easier to build that air of authority with a book because it just speaks to that. It speaks to that level of expertise. It speaks to the commitment that you have to telling this story and getting your message out. I often will go on different websites and find 404 error messages. Oh, this doesn't exist anymore. And I'll go to Wayback Machine and see if I can dig up an old article that was taken off the internet. Books aren't like that. Even if books go out of print, they still exist. They're still there. You can still order them. You can purchase them. They're in the library. There's so many different ways to connect with a book. Whether it's an audiobook, whether it's a print book, whether it's an ebook, but they're more timeless. They last longer, and they allow you to longer promote yourself and longer build your platform. But it's not just about writing a book. It's really about tapping into your unique message. You have a message to share that no one else can share, whether it's family stories, whether it's business success, whether it's ups and downs. Your message is unique to you. And even if there are other books in publication that overlap in some ways, it really requires you to even dig deeper and find out what makes your story unique and what makes your message special. Working with a book ghostwriter can help you share the message as powerfully as possible for your book. A book ghostwriter is somebody who helps collaborate, connect with you, irons out the story, irons out the message you want to share, and then helps you write it. They actually take the lead in the writing process, and the author, you, meet with them, collaborate with them, give feedback and input, and it's just this great give and take. It's this great back and forth in this whole process. And the book ghostwriter's goal is to write your best book in your voice and to help you build your message and get it out in the world. And being able to work on books in that capacity has been so powerful for me. I've seen some of my clients go on huge emotional journeys through the writing process, that this wasn't just about getting a story out. This was really about healing and finding a new normal and a new power within themselves, a calmness. I think of one project specifically where my friend Rich, he went on this really deep, heavy, emotional, personal journey for himself involving his family, and found out more about himself in his 50s and spent a lot of time healing. And seeing that process through in the writing and seeing him heal, seeing him with a levity and a clarity about himself that he didn't have at the beginning of the process, it made the book writing worth it. Beyond just being able to tell a story, I saw the healing within himself from the beginning of the project till the end of the project on forward, and I know it's going to change his life. And that's such an awesome thing. I love seeing that collaboration, and I love the power that books can have in so many different ways. If you want to learn more about writing a book about your life, head to my website, goodghostwriter.com. You can click the link below. There you can schedule a free one-on-one strategy call with me so we can talk about your story and potentially how you could bring your book forward. I'd love to offer any tips and insights I have and see the best way possible for me to help you bring this book forward. Remember, good ghostwriting makes great books. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.